Getting good quality audio in your videos is pretty easy if you have the budget. You just select the kind of mic you need, whether that's a lavalier, dynamic, full-on condenser mic, or a shotgun. No, not that kind. However, generally speaking, the better quality mics aren't going to have just a simple small jack. In most cases, but not all, you're going to have an XLR cable, and sadly, that's not going to work with a DSLR. Plus, you're probably going to need phantom power too. Well, that is where the iRig Pre 2 comes in beautifully. Before we go any further, I'd just love to plug our new live stream. If you're in this game, either hobbyist or pro, and you're into all things shooting, whether that be video or photo, I've teamed up with Chris at Chris Watkins Media, and we launched our live stream, Masters of None, a few weeks back. We discuss anything and everything to do with photo, video, audio, motion graphics, editing, all that shebang. We're jacks of all trades, hence being Masters of None. We go live every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. GMT, and you can also catch up after on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description for the playlist from our previous episodes. End of plug. The original iRig was launched as a guitar/bass interface for mobiles and tablets. It would also work with other instruments such as keyboards. This was later updated to a new model called iRig 2. What we're talking about today is none of those things. As both of those models had a high impedance input, as they were geared specifically for instruments, they weren't really suitable for microphones. Generally speaking, for good quality audio capture, you need a decent preamp to pre-amplify the sound the mic is capturing, so it gets to the recording device at a good level. So preamp, iRig Pre 2. We all on the same page? Good. As I said, the original iRig was designed to work on the go with a standard iPhone, hence the I branding. A small compact audio dongle which allowed you to record an instrument with separate audio monitoring directly into the iPhone or iPad through the headphone jack. Well, someone did away with headphone jacks, didn't they? Apple. Well, you were first. With the iRig Pre 2, although the I is still there, I guess for brand recognition rather than anything else, we're not looking to hook this up with a phone. Put the drill down. Still sporting a small jack output, this will plug into pretty much any DSLR camera, assuming it has a small jack mic input. Without the iRig Pre 2, and if your mic of choice is of the aforementioned XLR connection, you're left with a couple of choices. Either having to get an XLR to small jack lead or converter, which is never a good idea, as the preamps built into DSLRs, even the high-end ones, aren't very good, and the signal isn't going to be very strong. Or you can record separately with an audio recorder like the Zoom H5 we have here. Not only does that mean an additional file to have to work with in editing and all that goes with it, such as backing up, labeling, syncing in the edit, etc., you also need to remember to hit record when you're on a shoot. Yes, I've been there. It's not exactly the best feeling when you get into the edit and realize the corresponding audio file to the video you shot doesn't actually exist. You can, of course, route that audio from the recorder into the camera to record the audio with the video, but not all male jack-to-jack cables are created equally. You'll pay a pretty penny for a decent one, and even then, they are subject to fail over time, and you know what's going to happen just when you need it the most. So how does the iRig Pre 2 solve this? Well, it has a female XLR connection, battery compartment to provide that all-important phantom power, small jack output to plug straight into your camera, gain control so you can adjust the audio level, a good quality preamp as a result, and you also have a separate headphone output for audio monitoring if your camera doesn't have a headphone out. Just make sure if that's the case, and you're directly monitoring from the headphone out on the iRig Pre 2, that you're keeping an eye on the audio level in your camera, as you can have it loud through your headphones while still being super quiet into the camera. But does it sound any good, I hear you cry? Maybe. Well, the iRig Pre 2 with the mirfak NP10 is what we've been using for the whole video so far. Incidentally, if you're in the market for a cost-effective shotgun mic, still no, the NP10 from mirfak, Moser's audio wing, is one you really should consider. Review up here and in the description below. Back to the iRig Pre 2. It's perfect then. Well, yeah, as you can hear. There is just one thing I'd change. I'd like a way to show how much battery is left. Of course, it takes AA batteries, so I could just get the fancy ones that enable you to see when you press. But if I was using rechargeables or something that didn't have that, being able to monitor how much battery I had left in it would be great. It's not a deal breaker, but it would be nice. The only other thing which I thought was a problem when I first started testing was the mounting options, as in there aren't any. Or so I thought. Included in the box is a Velcro strap. Although personally I'd have liked a machined 1/4 or 3/8 inch thread somewhere on the unit, using the Velcro strap through the vents of the battery compartment door will give you at least the ability to ensure the whole unit, along with the connected XLR lead and all that weight that adds, isn't pulling down on the mic input of your camera, an already notoriously weak part of any DSLR. Although the strap does feel a little bit retrofitted, it does at least calm the concern of mounting this thing. So make sure you do use the strap to secure it and not just leave it hanging, as eventually that weight is going to mess up your camera's mic input, and then the iRig Pre 2 isn't the only one that will be. Left hanging. You get it? That was clever. If you're a run and gun shooter and looking for a good quality, low cost solution for getting decent audio in camera, the iRig Pre 2 ticks all the boxes you need it to. If you found this video helpful, please consider clicking the like button. I know I say it all the time, but it really does help out the channel. And if you've been subscribed for a while, what do you think of the new branding? Too much? I don't know. We've gone in full retro. Go hard or go home. As always, I'm Adam. This is Musing of a Man. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget, live stream, Wednesday night, 7:30.